pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, we have a relatively short agenda tonight, so we'll dive right in. First item is the approval of tonight's agenda. Can I have a motion to that effect?
So moved. Second.
Second, any discussion or changes? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. That passes. The next one is the approval of meeting minutes. I need a motion to approve the Board of Education meeting minutes for July 21st.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any conversation? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Any abstentions?
Abstain.
All right, the next one is a motion to approve the Board of Education minutes for July 25th.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on that? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Any abstentions?
Abstention.
All right, that covers those. I have been given no patron cards, so I take it there aren't any, since we don't seem to have any patrons here. That worked out. All right, so we'll move right along to Superintendent and Board Comments. Turn it over to Dr. Penose.
All right, good evening.
Good evening.
So I'll welcome Andrew Shin, who is not Kathy Orta. just to be clear, Andrew's from our communications department, and Kathy's away on family business, so welcome, Andrew. Good to see you here. Appreciate you covering. A few fun announcements. Rockwood South middle school students are getting a greenhouse. So we've got a nice greenhouse at Lafayette High School, but we've got a new greenhouse that's coming to Rockwood South where they will grow their own food thanks to grants secured by students. The produce from the garden will be partially donated to a local food pantry. In addition, the vegetables will be used by students in our FACS classes. The students also plan to begin recycling rainwater and composting to help feed the garden. So pretty exciting stuff. Definitely more of that. You hear me talk a lot about experiential learning, and we're trying so hard to continue finding ways to innovate education. And I say we're, in my opinion, my vision of the future, we're busting down proverbial walls and getting out of the proverbial box is the way I like to say it. So anyway, kudos to those Rockwood South students and teachers. Marquette student Purva Chef started a nonprofit organization known as Care for Kids. This summer, she hosted a tennis clinic at the school for kids with disabilities so they could learn how to play the game. Student volunteers worked one-on-one with participants every weekend to help get them excited about the game. Purva is one of the students on my Marquette High School advisory. She's so passionate about this, and she's so mature in her presentation. She's just a fabulous person that really cares a lot about kids, and I really applaud her for her efforts here. And recently we found out that Rockwood Teacher of the Year Jennifer Bettis, who is a teacher at Rockwood Valley Middle School, was now selected as one of 9 awardees for the St. Louis Region 8 Teacher of the Year. So she will compete to become the Missouri Teacher of the Year from that point, but proud to have such an excellent teacher representing our school district. Jennifer's outstanding, and she couldn't be a better Rockwood representative. So congrats to her, and good luck to her. And we are busy preparing for the new school year. We had a successful Learning Academy this week, where our we're still having that Learning Academy this week, and tomorrow, where our new educators are being introduced to Rockwood's culture of learning, plus teachers had the opportunity to work with their professional learning communities. And tomorrow, our new teachers begin orientation, and we are looking forward to welcoming all teachers back on August the 10th. Rockwood has launched a new employee intranet called One Rockwood that was launched this week to replace formerly the Insider. And we wanted to start the year off right by improving communication with our teachers and staff and providing them a resource that is easy to navigate and filled with content that will be useful in the year ahead. This is the product of a lot of listening to teachers who have said that Insider doesn't work so well, needing to find certain things where they need to be. And I'm really, really impressed with our communications group who has listened intently and I know Kathy, for one, is very, very convinced that this is going to be welcome changes by our teachers and our employees, so that's exciting. Our summer construction and bond issue projects are nearing completion. It has been a productive summer in the district with more than $20 million in bond issue projects on the schedule, and I definitely feel confident that we are in for a wonderful start to an outstanding school year with our projects nearing completion. Some will extend into the year, but they will not impede our ability to have school start on time. So it's an exciting time, and looking forward to the next few weeks. That's all I have.
Any other board members have comments?
I'd like to comment that Herman and I attended the administrator retreat on July 22nd.
July 22nd.
And it was fabulous to be there. Thank you so much for including us. We were there the whole day. We participated. We sat with a group of administrators. And it was fun to do everything and to really, for me, to see the direction Rockwood School District is going in, and it was, I always think about the line, but how are the kids doing? How are the kids? And I think that that's an important thing for us all to remember, and it was great to spend a day with Herman too.
It was a good meeting.
It was good.
Really appreciate you both being there.
Very well organized, very well executed, and with a lot of enthusiasm and buy-in.
We've got a good group, good administrative group.
Any other board members have comments? I've got a couple I'd like to make. The first one is a happy one. This week and last week are the 2 weeks that all four of the high schools hold their band camp. They get their shows ready. And this is the first year they've gotten to do those shows on the new turf fields. Usually they're not allowed to touch those football fields before football season. I can't tell you the number of happy pictures and comments and notes that I've received in the last week from all those of you who know me, both my boys went through band, so it's kind of near and dear to me. But all the very happy remarks, very extremely positive, with all the fields with such great colorful things, that the pictures are fabulous as well. So that's fun to pass along something that's happening. The other one I want to comment on is just as unhappy as that's happy. We lost one of our students earlier this week. Lawrence Strawbridge died in a senseless act along with his mother. I don't think any of us will ever get our head around why such a thing could possibly happen. But I would ask you to join me in just a moment of silence for losing one of our own.
It happens every night. So,
Thank you. Are there any other comments from board members? We'll move along to the consent agenda items.
like somebody to tell them.
Trying to find where it is. I'm sure I need what it is a motion to approve the consent agenda items as listed.
So moved.
Second. A motion and a second. Any discussion on those items? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. That passes. The first agenda item, regular agenda item is 8.01. I need a motion to approve the Board of Education meeting calendar for August through December 2017 and 18.
So moved.
And a second. Everybody can see the dates up there. You see those in your board docs, so you can get them and hopefully put those on your calendar.
I wanted to just point out two things that we discussed, and I think that it's just worth noting, but and I think they're still the appropriate dates. I am recommending them. But the December 21st date in 2017, it's been this way before, but that is the night, that's the last day of school for our teaching staff and our students. So I don't really know why that's worth mentioning, but just that obviously it's the next day. And I think that since I've been back, that was I think that happened already on one of our
Didn't we move it up a week?
Holiday
That means there's
breaks.
two in a row, but get it a week early.
Yes.
That probably
Yes.
makes more sense for a vacation.
Right, 'cause when the last day of school, everybody's out, everybody wants
They're
to
gone.
scatter, and
Yeah.
then we're making them Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's stick around. Well, we can address that as it gets a little closer.
We can, but personally, I don't think it would be a problem for the central office staff. And then also March 22nd is the week right after spring break, which really doesn't mess with you all. It kind of, the preparation for the board meeting, it puts a little bit of a bind on us. But if we scoot it the week before, we would have two right in a row, March 1st followed by the next week. If we pushed it later, we'd have it March 29th, followed by April 5th, which wouldn't be too bad because April 5th will be the reorganization meeting after the board elections. But I think it works just fine on March 22nd. But it is that Thursday after spring break. So I just wanted to bring those two. Those are the things we discussed.
Any other discussion? And the motion is to approve, for now, and to approve this calendar of board meetings for the next year. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. All right, that passes. Thank you. And I think Mr. Rooney and Mr. Friends are going to join us. And need a motion to approve the bond issue purchases and related contracts between $7,500 and $150,000 as submitted.
So move.
Second.
Motion and a second. Gentlemen.
Okay. The two items we have up for approval tonight are actually similar items, just different locations. What it is it's an extension of a current agreement that we have with an engineering firm. They were contracted to do soils borings and soils testing for the 4 locations that we built additions over the summer. This is an extension of those services. This includes materials testing, concrete breaks, structural inspection, as the buildings are being built. So they offer those same services, and this is just an extension at those 4 locations of the current agreement that we have with SCI.
Questions on that? These are actually both the same thing, they're just 2 different ones in there?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Any questions about what those are? All right, the motion is to approve those purchases. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Thank you, that passes. Thanks, guys. Believe it or not, we're almost at the end. The next one is just a discussion item. If we can put the agenda for the August 18th meeting. And we still have some time in the week before. And I guess I'd bring up the every Wednesday before, so it's a week and a day before the board meeting, Eric and I at least talk on the phone, and usually sometimes we get together personally and go through those agenda items. Other board members are invited to that if they wish to come. We just can't have more than 3. For the last several in a row, it's just been Eric and I, and that's okay. But if anybody else is interested in being a part of it, that invitation is open. You just have to let us know that you want to be there. And what we do is we go through all the financial items. If there's anything that I look at and have a question, I think somebody else might have a question with, we try and get clarity on that. And if there's anything that we want to put into the agenda or remove, we do it then too. So all board members are invited, just as long as we don't have a quorum. So we'll do that. All right, I don't hear any changes to that. The next item is future agenda presentations and events to attend. The first day of school, believe it or not, is less than 2 weeks away. It's been tradition on that first day of school for board members, if they wish and if they can, to go with a staff member to visit schools as kids are coming in the first time. This is a very enjoyable thing to do. People are pretty upbeat on, well, maybe not the high schoolers, but most of them are pretty upbeat on the first day of school. And it's a lot of fun to get at the middle schools and the grade schools as well. The energy and the fact that you're seen out in the schools is actually very good as well. It shows the board is connected. So if you can make it, if you could send Janet a note, often they try and pair you up with a administration so you're not kind of just hanging around by yourself. So please try if you can. That's the end of our regular agenda. Does any board member have anything else they'd like to bring up this evening?
I know we always have a difficult time planning the board retreat. Do we need to do anything? I mean, I know we just had our regular calendar.
You know what, we intentionally put that off until we had the board member seat filled, and now that we do, we should. I don't know whether...
Or we could do it next time. I was just...
Yeah,
We can make sure to do it next time.
Let's put that on the agenda next time, and if everybody could kind of look at your calendars and think about whether an evening works better, or a Saturday morning works better, or pretty open to what everybody would want to do, but try and nail it down to about 3 or 4 hours. It's just us. And then for everybody else's benefit, the board retreat is just when the board gets together and talks about how they'll go about doing things. When somebody writes to the board who answers the processes and procedures that we're going to operate under. So, and that's what's open to the public. All right, if there's any other comments tonight?
I would like to make one. You said I couldn't, but
Sure.
I want to. I go by Werther every day, and I go by Selbage every day as I go to work. But also on Twitter, I think it was this week, I saw the blacktopping of Kerr's Mill, and then I noticed Werther is getting their new blacktop. And I went by Selbage the other day just when they happened to put that 400-foot crane up, or whatever it was, to put that air conditioner on. I am just fascinated. You guys are doing a great job of keeping the district as we know it, the best district in the state of Missouri. I compliment you on that.
And
Done an excellent job.
Since we're all making comments on the improvements, I'll make one. You guys are doing a great job. I go over to this Crestwood all the time, and Crestview, all the time to run. Today was a rough day. I bit it pretty hard, just flat out running. I'm not sure what happened, but it's just boom, I took a piece of the track home with me. But I was like, well, this is much firmer than it used to be. So that was fun.
Found that out firsthand.
Yeah. So it was, we went out there a day where there were no lines in the past couple times, you know, but it was, it's in good shape.
Any other comments? We will adjourn. Thank you all for coming.